What's up, guys? Everyone, share the feed, guys. Start sharing the feed right away. This is my office in the event. If you didn't know my office yet, this is my office. All right? This is my personal office. So, guys, share the feed. All right? I want everyone to share the feed. That is the Scarface chair. That's the Scarface office. Tony Montana did inspire me. Hold on, let me just grab my beer. All right. Guys, share the feed. Share the feed, everybody. Come on. Share the feed. Let's get more people in here. Let's go ahead and put the phone. 1 second. All right. Everyone, just share the feed. All right. Share the feed. We're going to have a little seminar tonight since the markets are doing diddly squat. All right. Never mind about me shaving my beard. Do you want to talk about making money? Is that important to you or my beard? Just hold on. Let me get some to wipe the camera. Just make sure you share the feed, everybody. All right. Okay, guys. Sentry, you're very annoying, all right? You're going to get blocked very soon, buddy. All right? You're an annoying person. I'm going to block you very soon. All right? So guys, my name, all right, is Reza Mokhtarian. All right, I go on Periscope and on social media by Ocean Sky. Now, where did the name come from? It came a few years back when my buddies were joking around, a little thing about, Ocean's 13, Ocean's 11, and then I realized Ocean Sky, nothing is as deep as the ocean, and nothing is as high as the sky. So I figured, it's essentially from the depths to the lowest depth to the highest highs, So I started on social media by putting my cars out there, and I got a lot of attention to myself. And this all started after I essentially had a pretty tough life. A lot of people know I came to Canada in 1989. I'm 33 years old now. I came to Canada in 1989 with just a suitcase and my parents. We lived off of welfare. We had no money. We were pretty broke. Mom and dad didn't come with any money, and neither did I. And I worked my ass off. Mom and dad worked their asses off, doing dishwashing jobs, etc., etc. And, just hard knock life, we didn't have anything. And I myself growing up was abused, beat up, picked on. I've been abused, I've been sexually abused when I was 6 years old. I was beat up in school, just everything, a lot of bad things happened to me, and it kind of built me and made me a strong individual, and it allowed me to build up a very powerful persona, First and foremost, if you're a disrespectful individual, leave this feed. I'm the world's largest and fastest growing mentor, and I make thousands of people, thousands of dollars per day for individuals. So if you're going to be disrespectful, just leave the feed right away, or I'll block you forever anyways. I had a tough upbringing. I really didn't have much money growing up. I was kicked out of school over and over again. Just a really tough life, And I got into FOREX via a friend of mine who was a tow truck driver that basically, I bumped into him one day and he said, listen, there's a thing that I do, that I make a trade like at 6 o'clock in the morning, all right? And by 6 o'clock in the afternoon, I come home and I've made $100, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. How do I get into it? So he couldn't really teach me. He didn't really know how to do it himself. So took me a while. I couldn't get in, and long story short, I kind of forgot about it. Now, a few months later, I continued to deliver pizzas. At the time, I was delivering pizzas and delivering mail. I had a 1988 or 1989 Honda Civic, beat up, rusted piece of shit, and lived in the back of my car as well. All right. Lived in the back of my car as well. I'm just gonna block everyone. If there's any stupid stuff, and instantly blocked. I don't really care. And I said, you know what? That's it. I'm fucking done. You know, I'm so sick and tired of being sick and tired. You know, so sick and tired of sick and tired. And I don't know how many of you guys are in that position as well. 9 to 5 mindset. I can't believe it. I just couldn't take it anymore. How many people want to do that? Why do you want to do that with your lives? You wake up in the morning, do the exact same crap, and what are you doing? You're living to die. All you're doing is living every single day so you could eventually die and probably not even be able to afford your damn coffin. You got to get insurance to pay for your coffin. That's a terrible life to live. You know, just like a lot of you guys, I had pictures of Lamborghinis on my wall. I had pictures of crazy nice homes and a beautiful wife I wanted to have in the future. I was sick of it, man. How am I going to do that delivering pizzas? How am I going to do that delivering mail? All right, so I said, forget about it. I jumped on Craigslist and I said, you know what? I gotta find what this guy was doing. So I Craigslisted FOREX and I found a school here that teaches FOREX and I took the course. It was $1,500, $1,500. I had $10,000. I took my last $10,000. I quit my job just like that. I put $3,000 down first and last on a rental condominium downtown Toronto. The rest of it, I bought some furniture. I had about $6,000 left, and that's it. And I said, you know what? I'm changing my life. I quit everything. I got a place that was nicer than I could afford because I wanted to just feel that life. I wanted to motivate myself, and I did. And I jumped into FOREX and started learning the course. And 2 months into it, I started teaching my teacher. I became so fucking submersed in it. And see, now I've got that characteristic that when I do something, I go for it right away. I don't stop. I don't do it half-assed, you know? I don't commit myself to something unless I'm willing to give it 200%. I don't believe in giving something 50%, 60%. I don't believe in excuses. I believe if you're going to go do something, you give it your all. Because if you give it your all and you fail, you at least know in here that you gave everything. You know, you gave everything. So I went out there and I learned and I became good at what I did. Now, I'm not going to go into the whole story because we don't have time for that. But you know what? Fast forward 6 years later and I've made over $25 million. I went from a guy delivering pizzas and mail, taking his last $10,000, putting $3,000 first and last on a condo, buying furniture at IKEA for $700. And just built an empire. I've made over $25 million. People know me for my Lamborghinis, my Ferraris, you know, this, that, my big homes. I got married to a beautiful blonde. I have a gorgeous little baby girl now. I created the ultimate life because I chose to make it so. I did it with this, man. This. No one gave me nothing. I had my last crumbs and I used that and I built an empire. Now, what do I do now? I'm a life coach, I'm a business coach, and I'm a Forex coach. I am right now one of the top Forex traders, all right, in the world. I'm one of the top Forex traders in the world, all right? And I've got a phenomenal track record. I'm 99% accurate on my trades. But not only that, I teach young individuals like yourself right now, sitting there. You're watching this because you're curious. It sparked your interest. You know why? Because you're probably going to wake up tomorrow and go to a stupid job. And I'm not knocking on your job, baby. I'm saying you're too good for it. I'm not saying your job is not good. I'm saying you're too good for it. God gave you a brain. God gave you so many opportunities in life. Why are you wasting yourself? Why are you letting yourself drown in life? Why don't you swim? Swim out of debt. Swim out of the harsh reality that society has created by instilling into young individuals' minds that they gotta live to die. Why don't you start dying to live? Why don't you start waking up every single morning with passion, with love, saying, fuck it, I'm waking up and I'm gonna seize the day and I'm gonna kill it. Now, the only way you're going to feel like that is by becoming happy. Happy? How are you going to become happy? By starting to live your goals and master your goals. Now, here's the reality. I teach young individuals how to make money. I have made multiple multi-million-dollar companies out of $9 domain names. I have made multiple multi-million-dollar companies out of $9 domain names that proved it. I've done it. I do it over and over again. I'll continue doing it. But you know what? Let me teach you how I did it by being your mentor. Let me guide you. Let me be your brother. Let me be your father. Let me be your uncle. Let me be whatever you want me to be. But let me be someone in your life that's going to help you. And I don't ask for much. All I want from you is this. Your ears and your heart, and I'll give you my all. So how did I start? I started with something called FOREX. All right. Now I want every single one of you to start sharing the feed. Share this feed right now. Swipe to the right. Share with all your followers, baby. Because ain't no thing but giving them free knowledge. Give them free knowledge. Empower them. Empower others. All right. Now what is FOREX? All right. FOREX simply stands for foreign exchange. If you cut this and down the center, the FOR stands for foreign, EX stands for foreign exchange. All right? It is essentially the act of exchanging one currency for another currency. All right? In fact, a lot of you do FOREX every single time you visit another country. You take your US dollars or Canadian dollars or euros or etc. and you exchange for another country's currency. Now, obviously, there's a difference in that currency. One is higher than the other, one is lower than the other. So you might give $1,000 and get 500 back, or you might give $500 and get 1,000 back. Now, currencies, the rate of currencies fluctuate on a minute-to-minute basis. All right? Every single minute, the exchange rate changes. So to trade FOREX is essentially buying one currency and selling it back at a later time for a higher price. So for example, if you buy the US dollar when it's worth $1 and you sell it back when it's worth $1.50, you just made 50 cents. It's a very simple act. Now, years and years ago, you needed hundreds of thousands of dollars to make these transactions because you'd have to call your bank and say, well, you know what? I've got $1 million or 500,000 and I want to exchange it for this currency. But today, with the rise and boom of online trading platforms and brokerages via the internet, you can make FOREX transactions every single minute, 1,000 times. Because now you can buy and sell online very quickly, make these transactions, and continuously make the profit off the difference as currencies appreciate or depreciate. All right? Very simple. It's no different than traditional equities and stocks. With the stock market, what individuals do is they buy the stock down here. All right. And as the stock goes up in price and appreciates, they sell it over here. Now, the difference in this, if they bought it at $1, all right, now it's $2. And if they bought 100 shares, right, 100 times $1, they just made $100. All right. The problem with the stock market is the amount of leverage you get is not as high as the Forex markets. Stock markets give you around 33 to 1. So for every $1, the broker is going to give you anywhere from $10 to $33. In the Forex industry, you can go up to 1,000 to 1 leverage. Traditional traders, use anywhere from 100 to 1 to 200 to 1 leverage. which means for every $1 you invest, the broker gives you $200 or $1,000. Imagine your buying capacity now. Imagine the buying capacity you get. Monumental, massive mountains, bam! You put $5,000 in, and the broker, if they give you 1,000 times that money, do the math. Massive amounts of money you get to trade with. Now, here's the other beautiful thing about the Forex markets. They're open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, baby. Where the stock markets are open 9 hours a day and they close. So you only have limited trading opportunities, especially for you young adults who have school. How are you going to trade during the day? You got school. With the Forex markets, you can trade round the clock because we have multiple markets that are open. We have the United States market, the New York open, London, Australia, we got Tokyo, we got New Zealand, we got every market that's open. All right. And the beautiful thing, you can start trading with as low as $100. Now you're going to turn around and say $100 isn't a lot of money. Guess what? If you take that $100 and you start creating a good track record in business and you start showing that you can make a lot of money off that $100, you can attract big investors to give you a ton of money that you can make money off of. That's how I started. I was doing so well off my small investment that people came and they started giving me 10,000, 100,000, 50,000, 200,000. And I started making 50% profit off of all of their returns. The Forex market, there's a lot more to it than just trading your own money. You can get involved in so many different ways. In fact, this is the most powerful opportunity on earth. I guarantee you that. All right. Now with the Forex markets, all right. Now let me tell you, I am the biggest teacher in the world when it comes to Forex. I'm foremost known. I'm the most followed on social media. I've got the biggest community in the world of like-minded Forex traders, and I'm the cheapest in the world. And just to let you guys know, if you want to be a part of it, before I continue, our program is invite only, and it only costs $97. And in fact, everyone makes money. All right. Everyone makes money every single day. All right. They make more money than the cost to be a part of Mentor Tips. So essentially, you pay one time and the rest of it is almost free because you're making so much money every single day that you don't even need to pay out of your pocket anymore. We'll talk about that later. If you want, just to let you know, if you want to be a part of Mentor Tips, all you got to do is send an email to joinmentortips@gmail.com. I've got thousands of students already making money every single day with me. All right. You just send an email to joinmentortips@gmail.com and I'll get you in for January. All right. Now, with the Forex markets, all right, how do they work? You put X amount of dollars into the brokerage, all right? Now, this is the best talent you can have because you can make money being anywhere in the world. You can make money from the comfort of your own home, sitting by the side of the lake, sitting in your car. As long as you got a laptop and an internet connection, baby, you can make more money in a day than most people make in a month. All right? Very simple. You can make more money in a day than most people make in a month. You can. I'm not saying every single person will. If you listen to me and you learn what I teach, you are. All right? Now, let me make it very simple. All right? And traditional school, there's a lot of individuals that teach Forex. But I'll tell you why I am the best in the world at what I do. All right? Because I teach it based on raw trading and price action. There's no such thing as get rich quick schemes. There's no such thing as robots and expert advisors. The only way to do this is through me. And I teach it by simple price action. You see, Forex is traded based on charts and these boxes, these little boxes, and it goes like this. All right? These are called candlesticks. All right. These are called candlesticks and they predict the movement of price in the markets. Now I trade specifically on price action and I may add, I'm the best in the world at what I do. I'm the best in the world when it comes to price action. My students can attest to it. Now, if you're my student and you're making money every single day, say I. Say I. If you're my student and you make money every single day, say I. Just to prove it. Alright? This isn't my first time doing this. You're right now standing in front of one of the most foremost top traders in the world with the biggest program in the world. You guys can see how many people are saying I right now. So now, a lot of other companies don't teach you the real trading methods. They teach you the methods that they don't even, like they don't know how to trade themselves. You know, they have these crazy robots and EAs. Well, if those robots made money, a billion-dollar hedge fund would have it, all right? A billion-dollar hedge fund would have it. They don't exist. The proper way to change and trade is by following price action, which is what I do, and I'm the best in the world at it. And I can teach you that. I can teach you how to make money every single day for 97 bucks a month. How the hell can you not invest 97 bucks in your month to join the world's leading program, the most powerful program in the world, and make money every single day and change your damn life? All right, it is the best investment. Now, I trade based on price action. Now, a lot of individuals right now, some of them that are trading already, all right, are making the classical mistakes of not knowing when to enter the markets, all right? You know, and I want to clarify this with you guys, why some of you guys that are following other people are losing money, all right? It's because when the markets are moving like this, all right, let's say that's price action. All right, let's say that's price action. Obviously, we can tell this is a bullish move. I can draw a trend line. You know, you can see the channel there. That's a bullish move. Now, a lot of people have this issue where they're afraid of drawdowns. All right? How can you be afraid of drawdowns? You got to accept the drawdown. If you're afraid of a drawdown, no investment in the world is for you. Investments always have drawdowns because at the end of the day, you got to risk a little to make a lot. So these individuals, if it's a bullish run and we're supposed to buy it at these points. So every time it touches this area, we buy. Hypothetically, every time it touches this area, we sell. And I'll teach you all of this. I'll teach you exactly how it's done. But what they do is prices come down here, all right? They're so afraid that it's going to break below that they don't execute or take the trade. They don't take the trade because they're so scared it's going to break below that they wait until price is finally halfway through the trend. Now when the price is halfway through the trend, they jump in right away and say, oh my God, is it too late to enter? Now they get in over here. And there's a possibility prices may go like this for a bit and then continue back up. They start panicking, close their trades, freak out. All right? That's not how you trade. You got to give yourself the opportunity to handle a little bit of drawdowns. Now, I taught all my students, there's 3 psychological profiles. There's A traders, B traders, and C traders. All right? There's 3 psychological profiles in traders. Now, the A trader is the individual that if prices are coming down to support levels and he knows he's got to buy it, he's going to execute his trade right over here. He's not even going to wait for the trade to touch the trend line because he wants a guaranteed entry into that trade. He wants to make sure his trades are all executed. Why? Because he's performed due diligence. All right? If you do your due diligence, check on a 4-hour chart, 1-hour chart, and a daily chart, and you assess and realize the fact that the trade is a good trade, all right? It could be oversold. It could be heading towards a daily pivot zone, weekly pivot zone, SNR levels, anything. You do your due diligence because make sure due diligence is key. My mentor, Caesar, always says, due diligence is key. Do your due diligence, all right? If they've done their due diligence, all right, let me bring this closer, all right? They're going to decide to make the purchase right over here even before it comes down to this level. Why? Because now they're guaranteeing entry into every single trade. because they're allowing themselves to go into a very minor drawdown. Drawdowns are okay. So basically the A profile trader is getting into 99% of every trade there is. That is a logical trade based on due diligence. He's analyzing the market, making sure it's a good buy, and instead of waiting for it to go here, he's going to buy it here, because sometimes prices don't reach support or resistance. They will turn around, all right? They will reverse before they get there. Very simple. Now, these people are not afraid, all right? A traders, they are confident traders. They are not afraid of risk. They get involved into every trade, and they're okay with a little drawdown, because there's nothing wrong with a little drawdown as long as your risk to reward ratio has been assessed and you realize that this is going to reverse properly. Those types of traders always make the right decision generally, because they do their due diligence, they get into the trade, and they're okay with a little bit of a drawdown, all right? Now, the B traders are the traders that they're not afraid, but they're very, they have OCD. It's always got to be a perfect trade, all right? So they're the kind of guys that are going to only execute the trade if it goes bang on that line. Now, what's going to happen to those individuals? They're going to have a smaller drawdown, because they're always going to get in at the exact same time that they should. Basically, right at the end of support and resistance. But there's a possibility they're going to miss some trades, because the chance that the price does not reach there is possible. And furthermore, the chance that price does not reach here, it starts going up here, and then them jumping in way too late, and prices reversing back down to the original point of entry is possible as well. So they're not always catching their trades. Because if you're a guy that always wants to trade right on the dot, what's going to happen is this, all right? What's going to happen is this. Your trade is going to come here sometimes, miss your entry, and start going up. Now, you're going to say, damn it, I got to get in the trade, and you're going to jump into the trade. Now, what happens if it goes like this? Comes down to this area, doesn't exactly fulfill the entry, and then it starts going up and you jump in. Say this is the support line. And then from here, it decides to go down. Now, it's supported by support, and it's going to continue upwards. But guess what happened? You got in way too late. Now you go into a little bit of a drawdown, because prices are actually heading towards support. Now you're panicking. Now you're freaking out. You might close your trade prematurely. You might give up on the trade and lose your money. All right? Only to watch it an hour later start to push all the way up. And it was a perfect trade to start with. So the B traders are the individuals who like to enter every single time right on the dot. Now guys, the stuff I'm teaching you now, no mentor is going to teach you. No robot is going to teach you. No company in the world teaches. This is from years of experience. This is from being one of the best traders in the world. This is psychology I'm teaching you. This is all psychology. All right? Now, again, the B traders are going to get into trades less frequently. They will incur less drawdowns, but at the same time, they may not catch every trade there is, and at times, they may enter positions late. Whereas the A trader doesn't care. He's entering that trade anyways. Because think about it. If you've done your due diligence, and the trade is a good trade, and you've analyzed it, you've done all your work, what are you worried about? If the trade goes against you, it was not your fault. You did everything right. 9 times out of 10, that trade is going to work out. So don't ever change your strategy. If you did perfect technical analysis and your job was perfect and the trade went against you, there's nothing wrong with that, because you did an awesome job analyzing. All right? There's a possibility. Hey, the world is round, right? Things happen. Sometimes even the greatest technical analysis gets broken due to bank moves, market moves, stock taking, etc., etc. So anyways, B trader enter here. Now the C trader is the guy that's terrified to enter into any trade. All right? He's the guy, all right? He's the guy that's not going to enter here. He's actually going to put his trade out here, even outside the support zone. He wants such a guaranteed entry that he's actually going to take the trade once it breaks out of support. Now, you could do that because if you're trading on a 15-minute and a 15-minute breaks out of a trend line, doesn't mean the 4-hour candle breaks out. It could be a fake out. It could break out on a 15-minute only to come back right up in the next 4 hours, and that 4-hour candle might end up closing like this. So if this was a candle, it might close like this, which means the wick, it actually came back up and it closed above support, and it's going to continue upwards. Those traders are not catching many trades at all. But when they do get in, it's generally a good trade because they are way out here. It's almost guaranteed to enter. But the issue with those traders is that sometimes they can't distinguish if a support and resistance level has been really broken or not. Because they might get in when it has broken, they buy it here, it comes up a bit, and then it kerplunk goes down and they lose. So when in doubt, always execute your trades. Do your due diligence, all right? Do your due diligence. Don't be afraid. Do your due diligence. These are all my monitors, by the way. This is how I trade. See the wall? That's how I trade. My monitors are all built into my wall, all right? So when in doubt, go ahead and be an A trader. As long as you've done your due diligence, as long as you're analyzing the markets, you're learning technical analysis properly, you're assessing everything to the T, right? What are you worried about? If you got a mentor like me that is teaching you exactly how to trade the market. See, I teach my students in a couple different ways. I teach them raw trading. I get them to master technicals, master fundamentals, but at the same time, I teach them emotions. And I'm with them multiple times a day. And I hold their hand and I guide them. I don't teach them based on a couple stupid books. I've got the best course in the world, the most powerful course in the world. I give them multiple tools to download. They get 7 live sessions a day. They get me on live chat, live forums. My students are really students. They're a part of my life. Now, if you got a good mentor, you don't have to choose me. You can choose someone else. But the point is, you need a solid mentor to teach you this entire picture. If you learn this entire picture, believe me, you can be a multimillionaire just like me. I did it because of this. All right? I did it because of this. Not to mention, while I'm teaching and I'm preaching, all right, fucking trades that are fire, I'll be unleashing. Because every single day, I give trades as well. I give trades. My trades are 99.9% accurate. That means while I'm teaching them, all right, I'm telling them every day what to do. What trade to take. So they're making money hand over fist. All right? That's why we're the fastest growing company in the world. Now, come January, we got Mentor Tips 2.0 coming out, which is the most powerful platform in the world. Now, I just want to emphasize to you guys, all you traders, unless you got the full package, unless you know technicals, fundamentals, psychology, which is 80% of trading, you're not going to be successful. You can't use a robot. You can't use an EA. It just doesn't work. If it worked, billion-dollar hedge funds would be using it. Now, this is a simple game. This is the most powerful thing in the world. It can make you millions of dollars. Millions and millions of dollars. Now, if you want to be a part of this, if you want to change your life, if you want to replicate what I did, very simple. I got a new intake of students coming on in January. Just send an email to joinmentortips@gmail.com and say, I want in. Furthermore, you can go right now, all right, right now on Google Play Store or Apple iPhone iTunes and download Mentor Tips on Demand. It's called Mentor Tips on Demand. Even if you're not a mentee, you'll get notification updates to the next time that I'm live on air, next time we have intake openings, and here and there, I'm going to send some free Forex trades, even to non-students, just to make sure the world knows who we are, all right? So go and download Mentor Tips on Demand from the iTunes Store and from Google Play Store and give us a 5-star rating. All right. Now, to my students, to my current students, just to let you guys know, every single one, a change we've made, all the modules are ready to go. There's maybe, I think 20, 30 people left. The modules gotta be marked. The modules are all ready. Going forward, if you finish module 4, module 5 will be ready in 24 hours. You finish 5, 6 will be ready in 24 hours. We have extended the modules. It is no longer a 25 module assignment. It's going to be a 50 module setup. I've added a lot to it. Alright. And everyone you can access one day after you've completed it. So you can go right through the modules. I guarantee you that we have the most powerful course in the world. My course alone costs probably $4,000 or $5,000. You get it included for $97. You get my signals. You get my chat room. We're the most powerful company in the world, and we have made many people wealthy. Now, if you want to be part of the movement, send an email to joinmentortips@gmail.com. Also, for my current students, I've got a couple things that is going to be coming to you in the mail. All right. Check your mail in the next couple of weeks. There's going to be some stuff coming to you in the mail. Mentor Tips 2.0 is the most powerful system in the world. It is going to be a live trading terminal. It's going to have Bloomberg TV built into it, Squawk built into it, the whole 9 yards. Now, let me get you guys excited. We're actually also working on a movie on me. All right. There's going to be a movie in the summer of 2016. There's going to be a 1-hour short film released on me. All right. Similar to like the whole Ronaldo movie or whatever. So we're going to have a film coming out on me, on my life. All right. There's going to be the trailer to the movie coming out in about a month and a half or so. So I'm really excited over that. My book is going to be coming out. I'm having a major publisher who's writing my biography and building my book. So guys, you guys got to know something. Your mentor is one of the biggest guys in the world right now, and he loves you. He's a part of your life. You're a part of his life, guys. Let's build this together. Let's continue to push forward. Let's keep doing this. Let's keep killing it, guys. Come on. We're doing amazing. Let's keep doing this. We're making pips on top of pips. Our company's getting bigger than everyone else in the world. Why? Because of your loyalty, because of me, because of everything we're doing. All right. Let's continue to get it. Let's continue to kill it. This week obviously is a little bit slow because of the end of the year and the investors are not going to be there, but it's all good. At least we get to work on all of our modules. We get to work on all of the modules. We get to work on a few other things that I'm releasing for you guys. So I'm just, and I'll still give you trades. Let's see how the trades work out this week. Market's a little bit wonky, but who cares? Money's money, I'm so proud of my students. Guys, I'm so proud of you. I love you so much. You guys have done so much. You guys have done so well for yourselves. I have no idea who this person is that's telling me to call. I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. I'm sorry. This person that keeps telling me to call, I don't know who you are. But, so anyways, so I love you guys. Let's continue to build this family. Let's continue to build this empire. All right. We're the best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. All right. According to Bret the Hitman Hart. All right. So let's get it. Make sure you download the mobile app. All right. Make sure you download that mobile app because it's fire. Make sure you send an email to joinmentortips@gmail.com. Guys, listen, success is up to you. It's up to you. If you're part of Mentor Tips right now, it's up to you. If you want to be a part of Mentor Tips, it's up to you. It's just up to you. You can choose to not do this. You can choose to fucking do it. I chose to do it. You guys know my story. You know when I first started, I lost money. Did I give up? What would have happened if I gave up? What would have happened if I gave up? Would I fucking be here now? No. I would not be here right now. I would not be fucking building empires. I would not be standing here right now killing it every day. I chose to make it. So remember, I chose. Now, what do you want to do? Make up an excuse. Make up a fucking excuse. Go on and do it. Where do you think you're going to end up, baby? You're not going to end up nowhere. Nowhere. And your kids ain't going to end up nowhere. And your kids' kids are going to end up nowhere. And you know what? You're going to ruin your fucking generation. You're going to ruin everything about your life because your lazy ass didn't want to get the fuck up and do something about his life. You didn't want to get up and do something about your life and make those necessary changes to change your bloodline. All right? Change your bloodline. Change your legacy. Create a legacy. Be somebody. All right? Be somebody. Take the fucking risk. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your kids. You owe it to your future kids. You owe it to your mom. You owe it to your dad. You owe it to every fucking one around you to change your bloodline. Be a somebody. If I didn't choose those, if I didn't make that decision, I'd be a fucking nobody. And ain't no fucking way I'm gonna go 6 feet under in a fucking piece of shit casket that I can barely fucking afford even when I'm dead and become a fucking nobody. When I go, my word and my name is going to echo until the fucking end of mankind, because I left my legacy and I made that decision that I'm going to fucking do it. Now, are you going to do it? Here's your opportunity. I just gave you the fucking golden opportunity to be a part of my life, be a part of my family's life, be with my team, the most powerful team in the world. I just gave you that opportunity to change your life. Are you going to change your life? Are you going to make that decision? Hell, if you don't want to do it with me, go do it with somebody else. But fucking do it, son. I think I broke my pen. Do it. Don't give me excuses why you can't. Because I'm a fucking immigrant that could barely speak English. I came from a war-torn country, chased by guerrillas that were shooting at us. My mom and dad came here with nothing. Not a dime to their name. Some of you guys, mom and dad were born here. This is your fucking land. This is your country. This is your nation. When an immigrant can come in here against all fucking odds and defy adversity and rise through the fire and extinguish that fucking fire with his soul, you could do the same. And by God, if you can't, shame on you, son. Mic dropped.